Start video, get echolocation. Must always be a thing now. So anyway, this is back in the Velocity Terminal, I think is what it's called. The place with the slide. I was told that you should, do what I said would be a dick move and, like, actually fly out around outside after getting to the exit, and I did, and I found this. So that's, why was that an achievement? That wasn't all 5, that was only 3. I'm still missing 2 of them. I don't know. But I'm gonna take a quick little tour, just make sure there's nothing else here. There probably isn't. And then I guess we're gonna be moving on to whatever crap I haven't done yet. Oh yeah, I actually completely forgot until just now that, there was that weird puzzle with, like, what I thought was a water droplet going through a force field. Apparently it wasn't. It's supposed to be like a golf ball or something. It didn't really communicate that very well through the graphics. So I'll go back and do that, and then I have, like, a couple other things to do. I was also told what to do with the balloons. I might be... Jeez, that is a long freaking tube there. I might be cheating slightly by having people tell me where to go. Also fall damage. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I'm fine with it for the most part. Like, if I was playing this on my own and not recording it, I'd put more of an effort into figuring stuff out on my own. Probably. Maybe not. No, I probably would. But as it is, this playthrough's already taking forever for me to figure out how to get everywhere, so the extra help is appreciated. So anyway, lately I've been going on completely random, unrelated tangents in my Pokemon videos, just to kind of fill up time, and most of them have just been completely useless stories that don't go anywhere. I've got another one of those today. I'm going to do it in this video because this series has actually been the one more lacking in commentary, so it won't be an interesting story like all my other ones. Actually, I don't even know if it qualifies as a story other than just, like, this is some stuff I did yesterday. Look at me, I am an interesting person, except I'm not at all. Because this is probably just, like, the kind of shit that most people do on, like, a pretty regular basis. But for me, it's interesting because I never do anything. Did I already do it? Weird. For some reason, I didn't realize I had to fly to that island. When I went to that one last time, I thought that the ring made a platform to it, and so, like, when there wasn't a ring there, when I was recording off screen, I was confused. Okay, now this is the thing with the... This is the thing with the thing. Definitely thing with the thing. So anyway, I'm trying to think where I want to start with this one, because, as with every useless, uninteresting story, there's probably more to be told beforehand that is equally as useless and uninteresting, but let me go ahead and at least do this first. I guess this is supposed to, like, create a barrier. Okay. Well, I mean, obviously it creates a barrier, but let me get my power back, and then I'm supposed to, like, bonk this off. I'm not really sure why I didn't think to do this. It would have made a lot more sense than anything else I tried. There we go. Oh, and it still damages me. Cool. Alright, well, let me get my power back again, and then we'll go push this over, I suppose. This isn't awkward at all. Balls pushing other balls. That is actually part of the story. And we wait. So anyway, if there's, like, a part that I remember later, I'll just go back and talk about it, I guess. But, a couple days ago, it was one of those long days at work, and I was supposed to get off at like 11, I think, which is not that bad because I think I went into work at like 4:30. But as always happens, I've explained this part before, but just to be clear about this point, I'm never really forced to stay super long at work. I usually like to complain that I am, but that's just not true. There's 2 main managers there. Well, now there's 3, and actually that's another part of the story that I might get to later. Because the third one is kind of a weird... I don't even know what his deal is. But, like I said, neither of them really force me to stay at any point, but, I usually like to try to help out. And, of the 2, if Allie is there when we're closing, sometimes we'll, like, go out and do stuff afterwards, so that means that I have to be, like, literally one of the last people to leave, or otherwise, like, it doesn't really make any sense. Okay, can I pop these? No, that was the wrong button. There we go. That's what you're supposed to do. Okay, so now I kind of know what to do with these. Yeah, I kind of understood that from the 1 out of 3 counter, actually. Surprisingly. But yeah, so it's like... The day was already kind of shit because there was this really bad thunderstorm that happened around like 9 o'clock, and of course everybody in the world decides that they have to start ordering pizza during the thunderstorm because, oh, I gotta get that pizza. I don't want to go out and get food, but it's okay if the drivers do it, that's fine. So, the delivery time at that point was already like 50 minutes. And so many people ordered that it went up to like 95 because we only had 2 drivers. And what the people ordering didn't understand was we don't really want to send drivers out during... Okay, where the hell am I? I mean, I know where I am, but... Okay, there's the center. We don't want to send them out in bad weather because it's dangerous. And so, there was like a good half hour where... no pizzas were actually leaving, and so that was just making the delivery time even worse. And so, this is important because, later on in the night, it's like 1 o'clock, and they're still delivering pizzas, even though we closed at 12, because there were so many backed up that... Wrong button. So many backed up that we just, needed to still get them out. And of course, people are calling constantly. Oh, did that not do anything? Well, that's kind of garbage. I guess I'll have to look around for where more of those are, such as over there. Maybe that's just to show you how to do it, I don't know. Also, I haven't been over here yet. This is one of the teleporter tubes I haven't done. So, point I'm making is, we're there for an obscenely long time. I didn't actually get out of work until, 1:30, like 1:40 or so. And, what we were planning on doing was going to, like, this, pool hall that I had not been to before, but the others had. I've never actually played pool at all, but I was willing to give it a try. But they close at 2, and we didn't get out until, like, 1:30, so that ended up not happening. And so yesterday, I figured it was going to be just kind of a normal day. I'd leave it whenever I had to, which was 9, so that meant I left at 10, because... I can never leave on time. And, then, like, as I'm on the way out, Martin gets a call from Allie, and it's like, hey, do you want to go to the pool hall tonight? And I'm like, I guess. I don't have to wait around here all night, so that's fine with me. Alright, hold on, let's see what's going on here. Okay. But yeah, so, go home for, like, an hour, kind of, like, take a bit to rest and stuff, and then we go, and, while this is not actually relevant to any point of the story, I should probably mention that, Allie has now been awake for about 36 hours consecutively, because she had to, like, close one night and then open the store the next morning and just didn't sleep in between, and then had to go help someone with car problems that day, and instead of going to sleep, is like, hey, let's go hang out and do stuff. I'm like, okay, if you want to. But anyway, so, like I said, we got there, I played a few rounds of it, not really much to say. I didn't know what I was doing, so I wasn't all that great, but, I was learning at least. It was just me, Martin, her, and then, Anton, the other coworker that we go out with. He was the only one who was, like, actually decent. Why do I keep pressing the fly button? What the hell? Oh, I thought that got rid of those. No, there's grenades over here. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. But, the first two games ended with, the other team knocking the 8-ball into the hole prematurely and causing, us to win by default, which is never particularly satisfying. So I'm just like, I'm not going to really consider those wins, but okay. Am I supposed to pay attention to how much they're splitting this treasure? Because that's the second person that's mentioned that, and that was a different number. I don't know. So, third game starts, and, basically the entire game, me and Anton, my partner, just absolutely could not get a fucking good angle on the balls to, like, save our lives. And he was actually pretty decent at it, and still could not do anything. And so, it got down to, like, they had everything but the 8-ball in, and if you've not played pool, you like, I wasn't aware that this was the case until yesterday. You have to call what hole it's going to go into, and then you try to get it in, and if it goes in a different one, then you just flat out lose, so you have to actually be pretty careful with what you're doing. I guess I'll be going in this cave. So they've been trying to get this thing in for, like, 15 minutes, and they just, for some reason, cannot get it. And, my team has 3 balls left, and we can't get any of them in. And so, it's just kind of going back and forth like this. Oh, hey, Shovel Knight. And eventually, like, Anton gets one in, and then it's my turn, and I make this, like, really strangely good shot that I had no right to make, so I get another one in. And, so I get to go again, and then I somehow get another really good shot in, and so then it's just the 8-ball, and then I somehow fucking get that one in. So I got, like, 3... I wouldn't call them impossible shots, they weren't actually that hard, probably, but for me, who has no idea what I'm doing, I was, like, kind of astonished, and when it goes, I'm just, like, the last one goes, and I'm just like, oh, what the fuck, come on. Like, they were so pissed off because they've been trying to get this thing in for so long, and then I just kind of get it. So, they kind of rage quit, and we left. I'm not reading this at all, I really need to be. Okay, so he'll split evenly. Scuff slot, focus on chowing down. If it charges belly. Huh, okay. Yeah, I get it. There's like a thing here. You don't have to keep whistling. Alright, so I guess I'll just do what he says then. But anyway, so we leave, and it's like 2:30 in the morning. Keeping in mind I need to like get up for work the next day and to record this. Allie's still going off of no sleep whatsoever. So instead of going home, what do? We go out and get something to eat. And what do we do? Like, where do we go? Not somewhere nearby. No, we gotta drive to fucking Dallas for it, and I have no idea why. So, I guess because there's nothing open, because it's freaking 2:30 in the morning. But that just kind of solidifies my thought of we didn't really need to go anywhere. But I'm fine with it. Like, I'm not freaking dying of sleep deprivation or anything, so I'm like, okay. So, they find this place. Here, let me talk to them before I do the belly ram thing. Yeah. What is with these different numbers that they keep giving? Did he freaking poop it out? Ugh. Do I even want this key? So anyway, they look up this place that's called, I think it's like Buzz Brews was the name of it. And, just the name itself kind of makes me not really looking too forward to going there, because it sounds like it's going to be a place that mainly focuses on serving beer or something. Yeah, and hold on, I have to actually pay attention to what's going on. Sneak up without being seen. Oh, which one was that? Looks... loots a lot. Which one is that? Alright, I guess I'm going to be wandering around invisible looking for who that one is. Because there's the one that's on, like, the hoppity horse. There's the one with the bow and arrow. I don't think it's him. I don't remember. Like, I've encountered these characters so many times, but I've not given a shit about them at all, so... whatever. Let me just... I know there was one over here. Let me make sure this wasn't it. I guess he's like a sharpshooter, so maybe he has a sharp eye. I don't know. It's not behind him. Yeah, I don't know then. Okay. Does he say what his name is? Nah. Okay, well let me go find a different one. Turns out it's Rextro. He's the key to all this. Jar Jar is the key to all this. Anyway, like I'm saying, so I really don't know what to expect with this place, but I'm expecting just kind of like a loud bar that would be generally unpleasant, but like whatever, I'll go to it. So we get there, and it's in the same fucking place that the weird ice cream place was in from the other story that I told, which is just like this weird part of the city where it has like this big nightlife and everything's very loud and unusual. However, given that it's a Sunday, well, technically Monday morning at like 3 a.m., people probably have work the next day, so nobody's actually out. Okay, this might be the guy. I don't know. I'm guessing that there's got to be like a key somewhere that they like put away when I get close. Wait, did I already get the one in the house here? There we go. Okay, wow, I was overthinking the hell out of that. Bleeding Nora. I see. Okay, so one of these days I'll actually finally finish what I'm saying. But not until after I get the next hint from Shovel Knight. Let's go over here. Doop-a-doop, doop-a-doop, doop-a-doop.
Yo. Yo.
Finesse. Okay, then. Alright, so that's the one on the little hoppity horse, I think. I guess I'll get a waterberry. Okay, so, since people asked before, the name of the ice cream place, I'm pretty sure is like Scoop 360 or something. It definitely is not Cold Stone. If it was a Cold Stone, I would have said so, because I know what that is. But anyway, so we get to this restaurant. First thing I notice is that they've got incredibly loud and obnoxious like screamer metal music playing, and for the record, that never stopped. It goes on the entire time we're there. I'm pretty sure that it was just the same song 800 times. What? Would I take too long? But no, it wasn't actually the same song, but it may as well have been. They were all interchangeable. And none of us wanted to listen to that shit, but it couldn't be helped. Then the way this place is laid out, they've got, like, the weirdest assortment of crap. Like, assuming that this is the type of music they constantly play, it wouldn't really make sense for them to have, is this even... They said do a loud shout, right? Why is this not working? It's making the, like, you did something correct noise when I spray there. So I figured I just had to... Oh. There's the... Okay. You can stop whistling now. Thank you. But yeah, it's like they've got records and stuff on display. Totally different style of music than the kind that's playing. They've got, like, an accordion on the wall and just various riff-raff like that. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Then they've got, like, a bunch of fake cereal boxes. Like, I don't know what that was all about. And then they have 2 TVs playing Tom and Jerry, like, right next to each other. It's like, usually if you're gonna have TVs at a, Okay, what am I doing wrong? Is there another move that I'm not thinking of here? You're supposed to do a loud shout. Maybe just the regular? Okay. I was overthinking that, I guess. So why did I have to rust the armor and then do that? I'm not really seeing the connection here. I'm never going to be able to finish this story. Again, not that it's even a story. It's just me describing some shitty place we went to. But I'll get back to it after I see the last thing I need to do. Tail twirl, buddy slam, sonar explosion. Alright. Immediately forgets what order to do those in. No, I should be good. I just have to not distract myself with pointless stories. We'll complete this and then I'll get back to it. And then we've got Rextro minigames, which are awful, so I'm not gonna do it. I'll come back. I'd rather do Cardos before I do that, honestly. Okay, so do that. Do that. Do that. Yeah, it shoots suction cups, I'll be fine. You'd think they could, like, pick the keys back up, but apparently not. Okay, so long story short, they just have really weird decor. The Tom and Jerry TVs were both on the same end of the restaurant instead of, like, being spread out. I don't know if they show, like, other stuff that isn't just old cartoons at other times of the day, but whatever. And, so we get there, and we're waiting for, like, somebody to come by and, like, ask if we want drinks or whatever. That never happens. They, like, somebody eventually shows up, and they give us just 4 glasses of water, and they're like, is this okay, or did you want something else? And we're like, I guess that's fine. Didn't really want to take even longer than necessary there. So we get our water, and then they leave, and it's probably a good 10 minutes before they come back to actually take our order. Because apparently there's one waitress, there's like 4 cooks, most of which are just kind of dicking around in the back and not, like, actually cooking. There's one person wandering around that I think is, like, taking people's dishes or something, but not doing anything else. And then there's this one guy who we're pretty sure was the manager, who basically was just kind of wandering around observing and not actually doing anything. So, like, I want to point out again, this is 3 a.m., but the place is actually fairly busy, because it's, like, the only place that's open. This one waitress is having to do everything, and nobody's helping her. And Allie's getting freaking pissed off, because she's actually, like, fairly proactive when we're at work, and, like, sees what needs to be done, and, like, steps into other roles. And she's just, like, staring at everything that's going on, and is like, what the fuck is this place? And how is it still running? Because it took us like 40 minutes to get our food. And it wasn't even that good, but I mean, it was okay. Okay, where's the last place I haven't gone? Is it this one? I feel like I've... No, I feel like I've done that one. I think it's over here. But this fucking manager that doesn't do anything is hilarious, and every time he walks by, we're making fun of him. Because, going back to what I said earlier, we recently got a new manager. His name is Mike, and he transferred from a different Pizza Hut. He was a manager there first, but nobody's really sure why or how, because he doesn't seem to really do a whole lot. Like, he's not awful, but most of what he does consists of walking around and giving people, like, encouragement. He'll, like, it was so weird. Like, the first night he was there, I had no idea who this guy was at first. And so I eventually find out, like, he transferred, a new manager or whatever. And so, like, it's towards the end of the day, and I'm, like, folding boxes or whatever I'm doing, and he, like, comes over, he folds, like, 2 boxes, and then wanders away, and he looks at the computer screen, and he's like, "Come on, yeah, let's get those sales!" And I'm like, we're a Pizza Hut. Like, people call us. Like, what do you mean? Also, why is there a toilet here? Like, what do you want me to do? But I didn't actually say that. I was just wondering it. But apparently that's just kind of what he does. He's like... He's the high energy, like, let's keep things moving kind of guy, but doesn't actually help. And that's pretty much what I got from this other dude at the other restaurant. Alright, so let's see what we're doing here. Space golf. What's Toad in the Hole? Isn't that, like, a sexual thing? Because that was on the menu at Jolly's bar at Banjo-Tooie, and everything else on there was an innuendo. I don't know. Wait, we already... Yeah, we already did this in a different stage. Oh, I see. Okay, well this should hopefully be fairly fun. This is, I guess, just the way out, except I don't know why, because there's a way out over there. Whatever, let's just get this going. I think I'm about done. I'm trying to think if there was anything else worth sharing. There probably wasn't anything worth sharing in the first place, but I found a way to force it, so I don't know. So, point is, played some pool. I did better than I had any right to at the very end and pissed everybody off. Then we went to a janky restaurant. That was about all that needed to be said. So, definitely 10 out of 10. Would do again. No, we're never ever going back to that place. That place sucked ass. And it was... I felt bad because it was so not the waitress's fault. She was, like, the only one actually trying. Like, there was... When I said we were waiting, like, 40 minutes for our food, I'm not kidding. Like, it was actually that long, and we could see, like, into the kitchen. They had this... They had, like, 6 plates of food just sitting there, not going anywhere. And I don't know if they were just waiting for, like, everyone's to be done at once before they brought it to the table, but it was sitting there for, like, at least 10 minutes, probably longer. And people kept, like, the manager dude, like, could have grabbed it and taken it out, or the person who wasn't doing anything could have taken it out, but they were just waiting on the one waitress to do it, and I don't even know. So yeah, that was Buzz Brews. Oh, I forgot to mention, the place was completely hipster, too. In addition to the obnoxious music and very random decor, the menu composed of a lot of, like, really weird stuff. They had these things called garlic marbles that were served with most of the items, and we had no idea what those were. Turns out they were basically just potatoes, and they were kind of awful. Let's see. They had, like, really weird things that you wouldn't expect to be served at this kind of place. Like, they had... Like, they had burgers, they had, like, breakfast items, like eggs, pancakes. It was kind of your usual stuff. But then they had, like... You could just order a smoothie. Like, a health smoothie. Or you could get, like, banana nut oatmeal. And those were mentioned in, like, the healthy options section. And everything was served with, like, this weird shit that nobody knew what it was. Like, I wish I could remember the names of some of these, but there was just these really obscure items, and it's like, oh yeah, we definitely know what that is. I'll go get that. Like, that sounds great. Like, I don't even know. As for whether or not they, normally lived up to their name of Buzz Brews, like, selling a lot of, like, beer and whatever, that was not seen because apparently you can't sell it after 2 a.m. and we got there at 3, so I don't know. They probably did, but it also could have been coffee, I guess. So, like I said, story that goes nowhere, but there you go. At least I filled the time with something that was hopefully slightly amusing. So that was everything I had to do here, right? Yeah, I've already done all this. Okay, so how much is actually left? I need a ghost and 15 quills, which will give me 2 of the missing pages. Of the 5 remaining, 1 of them is from Cardos, 2 of them are from Rextro, 1 of them's from the balloons, which I still need to finish, and I have no idea about the last one. So, we're getting there. I just have to figure out where the rest of this crap is. Is that the only thing in this area? I think I already went up here. Yeah, I did. Okay, so where's the last balloons? That should be my number 1 focus at the moment. And then I'll go brace Curtis, I guess. There wasn't another cave that I missed, was there? I feel like there was. Oh, here's the balloons. Look, I actually pressed the right button that time. I like the force damage. That's my favorite part. Yeah, you can go away. Yeah, okay, you can go away. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, there was one of these destroyable asteroid things in the golf course area. There weren't any grenades in there, though, right? There was no way for me to blow that up. It wasn't making the whistle noise. I think it would have if there were notes inside it. Yeah, we've already heard all this. Alrighty. So, Cardos was where exactly? He was, I think, over in the place with the big robot, or something like that. He was in, like, a cave behind some kind of structure. Just for the sake of saving you time, I'll cut until I get there. I'm pretty sure it's over here, though. Yeah, he was here. Okay. I actually remembered something. What do you know? Well, let's get this shit over with. I hear that this one isn't so bad. I guess we'll find out if that's true. What if this was my first rodeo? What if I had never gone on one of these before? Oh, yeah, this is quite slow. Okay, so it's different physics. If I hold back here, that'll Okay, well, I'm probably going to require a few runs of this until I get used to it, but, oh, man. Skip that. Yeah, I'm expect... I pressed up. Isn't up boost? Or no, we determine... Okay, never mind. I never remember if it's up and down or if it's left and right. It's left and right, though. That was my problem the first few times I've done this. I always press the directions that don't make any sense. It's break in midair. That makes sense. Alright, let's try and get this gold one. Nope, not happening. And apparently this isn't happening either, and hit the barrier and lose everything. Okay, that's cool. There's just a giant Pokeball in the background. I didn't notice that before. Oh, shit. Is this just going to be a really, really long track? Because I'm not liking the fact that I have to get 175 here. That seems like a bit unreasonable. Alright, bounce. And miss everything. Good. It's fine. And bounce. And narrate everything that I'm doing. And okay. Not sure how lenient this is going to be, so I have a feeling I'm going to get to the end and I'm going to have like 170. Or just, yeah, because of stupid shit like that. I'm going to stay on the lower route. Probably should have gone for the upper one. Oh well, didn't know. I like the mid-air braking. Alright. No, wrong fucking button. Oh well, at least I got it. After losing half of them. So here's the thing. If I don't make this, which I probably won't, I'm probably just gonna kind of cut to a completed run of this, because it's really long and kind of boring. You piece of shit. It couldn't shoot because there was too much of a cooldown. That's probably going to cost me the race. You know, the race, because I'm totally racing something right now. Okay, I've got 175. Can I keep this? Oh, actually I can. Okay, that actually wasn't that bad. That is kind of surprising. But will there be another game, though? I don't think this one got the greatest reception, unfortunately. It's... I still have very fixed feelings about this game, because, like, on one hand, I am trying to, like, when it does stuff well, I'm trying to recognize it, and when it doesn't, I usually say, like, what about it is bad. Overall, I'd say it's been positive, it just hasn't been perfect. But at the same time, it has been, like, people have definitely noticed that, my commentary on this has been kind of sparse, and it's mainly due to just, I guess, lack of interest in certain parts. So, I don't know. I don't regret playing it. Like, I still think it's pretty fun. It's just maybe not the best LP material. But yeah, at this point, I kind of need to just find, like, stuff. And I don't know where I haven't been. So that kind of poses a problem. Can I get up here? Yeah, but it doesn't look like there was any point. And I'm kind of surprised it even let me fly up here. It could have been like an invisible wall or something. I really don't want to do the arcade game. I'm going to save that one for next time. But, okay, this is going to be bad. No, apparently not. Nothing inside the hole in that asteroid, right? It didn't look like there was, just making sure. Nope. So yeah, somewhere there's got to just be... Oh, hey, that's a skull and crossbones. I didn't even notice that. There's got to be like a cave that I've not done, right? Because I'm missing 15 quills and a ghost, and I think I've been everywhere. Like, I took all 4 of the warps from that one hub, and I think I explored everything else. I'm trying to just slowly float down for the record, make sure there's no other cave over here. Camera. I don't think there is. For some reason I thought that there was one that I, like, overlooked, but... It's just the one. Because at the top of the hill it was just one of the pigs, right? Yeah. Okay, well... I'm not going to subject you all to wandering around aimlessly for ages looking for stuff. So, let me see if I can find anything, and if I do, then I'll cut back, and if I don't, then this will just kind of be the end of the video, and it'll end abruptly. So, pants. Alright, well, thanks to me looking at a guide, I now know where at least some of the stuff is. You know, I think I even saw this area before, and then just disregarded it. I don't know why, but yeah, it's back in this place, and then you just look to the right, and look, there's stuff. Can you believe it? We've got turlets. We've got at least some of the quills, which is nice. Go ahead and grab these, and then I guess we'll figure out what it is we're gonna do. By that I mean I already looked at part of the guide, and I know I'm supposed to, like, ground pound these. For what reason, I'm not sure yet, but let me make sure there's nothing up here, which it doesn't look like there is. Okay, so what are we doing here? No indication that I can talk to anything inside it. Ground pounding was not the solution. Let's look at the other ones. Here's just this. I'm gonna pay that no attention. Let's get stuck inside some geometry here. Get whistled at continuously. Oh. No? I can just open these, okay. That was not really made that clear. Or just one. God damn it. Do they open from different... Yes. The whistling's getting kind of annoying. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's a voice. Okay. Oh, Lord. Why? Why does this have to be a thing? Is this the spiritual successor to Logo? I've got the remote. Okay. Well, hopefully the last ghost is in here, because if it's not, I don't know where it is. Guess I'll look at the guide for that, too, if I don't see it, but whatever. Space plumbing. Guide called this space plumping. Alright, well, let's go. This is a pleasant-looking area. Apparently that was wrong. Oh. Ew, gross. Yeah, it's the Shrek one. Can I, tunnel leading to the Freezesy Peak puzzle this? Yes, I can. That was a very specific series of words I just said. Don't mind what that was supposed to mean. Isn't that just back to where I was? Yeah. Probably supposed to go through this area quickly at the end or something. Okay, as soon as this whistling can stop, I'll be happy. And yes, I know I'm supposed to be using the shield move. I'm not. Okay. How many notes do I still need? I keep calling them notes. Only one more. Okay, and I think it might have been in the last outhouse, maybe? I don't know. Oh, come on. I didn't even see that was a bad texture. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing the down arrows. I'm not quite seeing where I'm going down, though. Am I just dumb? There was that switch back at the beginning. I guess I'm probably supposed to go back and hit that. If that doesn't work, then we'll just pee everywhere and that'll help. Nope. That's probably what I do at the end. Okay. So, wait, is this how I got in? Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, game, what do I do? There's definitely arrows pointing here. I'm not really sure why. Is there anything down here? No. Can't get in that pipe. I've already been in this pipe. Yeah. Well, what the hell? Oh, okay. Do I roll this onto the platform? Was there any indication that I could do this? I feel like this isn't gonna work. I can't grab this, right? I guess I roll it off this side. That would probably make more sense. And, yeah. Having fun with my friends. Words about a mystery. Shaking hands with my man. You're not going to go off that end either. What is the point of this? I'm so confused right now. Come on, go off the edge. Do it. Wrong button. Go. Go off the edge. There we go, okay. But there was, like, grating on it. How is this gonna help? Yeah, there still is. Unless that was just the connection I needed to make and now I can press the button again. I don't think that was where the problem was occurring, though. Are there just other ones that I need to find? Let me see. Get up. Nothing down there. Oh, wait, here we go. That was awkward as hell. Get up. And was that it? might have been. Let's see. Gotta get them sewer butterflies. Okay. So how about that last quill? Because the fact that I'm missing one is kind of distressing. I don't like that at all. It better not be in that frickin', like, asteroid back at the golf course. I mean, if it is, then at least I know where it is, but I even saw that thing and I didn't see a way to destroy it. Alright, was there an outhouse I missed, maybe? If so, then that makes my life a lot easier. Also, I still don't know where the ghost is. Okay, I got this. It's still whistling, so there's still another one. Can you stop, like, having problems in there and open up? Oh wait, there's one over here. Oh, thank God. Okay. So that's the last quill in the entire game. Alright. We are definitely going to call it here. So, to recap, I just need to find wherever the red ghost is, and then do the, minigame twice. Which apparently is really awful. The people said the last one was awful, and then after I did it, they're like, oh, that one actually wasn't that bad. It's the next one that's awful, and then I'll do this one. And they'll be like, oh, this one's actually not that bad either, or just, I don't know. I'm expecting it to be bad. Hopefully it won't be. But, that'll finish up that stage, and then that just leaves, whatever stuff I'm missing here, which is not a whole lot. Only 3. And I have to get the skulls in the other 2 levels. Apparently one of them is just right by the entrance. I don't remember where the other one is. But yeah, ending for real.
Okay, here we go.
Colo, Kukule, Kuakalo. Kamalo, Kalai, Kokokolo and Cream.